All right, when we're live, folks.
No, we are live. There we go.
Let's see.
I just lost sound. Your sound just disappeared, as far as I can tell.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yeah, it seemed like
Okay,
your
yes.
sound went away for a second.
Yeah, it did seem like that to me too.
Okay,
Uh, oh,
I'm trying. I'm
let me
trying to
just.
find it on my phone so I can respond to comments, but since you put it out so early, I'm having a hard time finding it on my phone. Oh, well, if we're live, I should be able to find it now, right?
Yeah. Uh, I gotta get closer, closer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, there we are. I found us. Okay. Okay. And Crystal's in here. Yo, Renzo Crystal. Glad to have you here.
Oh, I lost power. There we go. Got the camera back.
Okay, you're back.
Oh, hi, Crystal. Hi.
Renz was first one in.
And I
And
think,
there's E. Good to see you, Eleanor.
hey, Mrs. E, Miss E, ooh, hold on. Behave yourself.
She put up an Instagram picture, a little cartoon picture of her dancing to Saturday Night Live while I guess she was cooking in the kitchen, and I said a live would be better. So I'm hoping.
Uh, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Night Tech Talk with your hosts, me, TED Talks, and to the right of me is George, Mobile
Me with
Geezer.
Salvador Dali scrolling around in the background.
Uh,
And here's the
so,
other Eleanor. Oh, first, Mark Sequence got in here, and Eleanor's in here too. Feeling better, I hope.
oh, Mark is here.
Yeah, Mark is here.
Mark, Mark
So
is
I guess we better
here.
mark that down. Oh, I couldn't resist that.
Oh, I gotta go big screen.
I
Oh
know.
no, I can't. I guessed. Oh, never mind. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Whew. Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be this is not your usual show that you guys expect. I'm just recovering from my stomach flu that I've had since Tuesday. I felt ill. I actually just lost a lot of nausea this morning, uh, so my
But
energy is a bit wonky.
he's a trooper. He's here.
Yeah, and on my iPad, oh, with these headphones that are currently my mic, I was actually thinking I was going to be, even though I'm in a hotel in an undisclosed location, I thought I could be fancy and use a gimbal and iPhone, but the gimbal doesn't attach to my tripod, unfortunately, guys.
Okay.
Sorry. It was, I don't know if you've seen it, the Hohem gimbal, George. It's got a
No.
AI face tracking sensor on it so that, whenever you move, it'll follow you.
Okay.
So I was going to have like a mobile live stream, the first of its kind, maybe. Ooh.
And my
But
gimbal
yeah,
is what, 4 years old or something, and I rarely take it
and
out.
and then what was the other one? The other one was oh yeah, I also had an anamorphic lens, but yeah, I did. I'm just gonna keep this simple. I just regret bringing all that junk now,
It's good
but
exercise. It's good exercise anyway.
sure, yeah, good exercise for the car and gas mileage. Currently, the lighting is coming from the flash on my LG G8X.
Yep. Hopefully it's
Yeah,
charged.
it's charged. I don't know how much power flash takes.
I would suspect a lot, but I don't know for sure.
And Mark also has the link if you're gonna come over, Mark, or maybe he also come after the stories. Mark is
Go ahead.
Mark Sequence is a DJ, and we talk over on the Clubhouse app and Twitter.
Okay.
He's an
Eleanor's
show.
in empathy with you. She says being sick sucks. She's just getting better from her cold. I had a mild cold that came and went, but hers has been trying to stick to her.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Eleanor. I'm so sorry. Persevere. Jesus. Persevere.
Persevere.
Sorry.
The outlaw Josie Wells, you must endeavor to persevere. Spoken by Chief Dan George.
So let's go on to the stories. We're going to cover one story that's not in the description below, but if you guys want to follow the stories, most of them are there in the description. George, can you share them?
Yeah, and they're also, of course, on mobilegeezer.wordpress.com. First story. Okay.
Actually, let's actually do a story that's not on the description. Actually, no, we'll save that for the last story.
Don't confuse me. I'm already a no confused man now. All right.
First story.
All right, I'm pulling up the Twitter one. Okay, I've got it over here. Now, wait a minute. And I just lost connection. Guess I have to go back in. I don't know what happened. Am I still on?
Yep.
Well, I've lost. Oh, there's my stream. I lost my StreamYard link. I couldn't find it. I thought I was up. All right, let me see if I can share. And we're going to get back to that stove. Over here is the story. Oh, no, so I can't do it that way. Let's see if I can do it this way. I'm working on it. All right, I get rid of this screen. I want to pull that screen. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I can share. Sorry about that. Okay, it should be shared. You're in control.
Oh, damn. Darn. Oh, nope. Yes. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
Ad stream. Boom. So,
cool.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, first story today covers a tweet on Twitter where tweets are by Joshua Swingle, who reports apparently 2021 has not been a good year for Samsung.
Well, for Samsung S21 Galaxies, yeah.
Yeah, but by extension, Samsung, because the Galaxy S21 has not been selling, and my take on that is, booyah! That's what you get, Samsung, putting a POS device like that on the market. Yeah. That way we're just gonna go hands up. You're not Apple, Samsung. You're not Apple, okay? People are not just gonna mindlessly eat whatever you give them, okay? Taking out features, be like, oh, we kept the price the same, no, but you still took out features. Listen, the whole point of the next device is that it's supposed to be better than the last. I'm not exactly sure if the Galaxy S21 was better than the Galaxy S20. There, said it.
Okay. Yeah, but they didn't keep it at the same price. They did lower the price. Where I think they messed up is the regular Galaxy S21. They took away features, and it just wasn't worth the money, in my opinion.
Yeah, I also felt like crap too. It was plastic. The last one was glass. The last one had the Samsung Pay MST that works anywhere. Last one had the micro SD card slot. And the
Yeah.
performance, apparently, if you were reading the benchmarks between the Galaxy 865 and the 888, the performance was actually kind of the same. If not, the 865 was better for longer tasks
Okay.
because
Now,
apparently for the 8,
to me, this one, the S21 Ultra, that's worth it. To me, that's the best phone I've ever had. But I agree that regular S21 is nowhere near worth it, in my
bad news, bad news. Gary Brown is saying that the S21 Ultra is way. Oh, can I share? Oh, I
opinion.
can. Okay, I can still do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
I totally agree, Gary. That's why I love my S21 Ultra, best phone I've ever had in my life. But I got to agree generally, the
I don't
S21
think
just
most
isn't
people
worth
got the
it.
Ultra. If most people got the Ultra, then that's a good day for Apple. Like if people who are gonna buy the S21 instead got the S21 Ultra, that's a good day
Mm,
for Apple because the S21 Ultra is
for
costs
Samsung.
way more.
Yeah,
But
it does cost way more, but to me, it's kind of worth it. Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people got the S21 Ultra as well.
No, yeah, well, it was a very expensive. It was by far the most expensive, you know. But Samsung's trade-in deals are hard to beat, man. That's how I got it for a lot less by trading in. Yeah,
Yeah, apparently they now accept two phones for trade-ins.
yeah. I'll be
They
trading in
start
two phones. I'll be trading in two phones next week
for what the flip.
for the flip.
Okay, well, um, so some gadget guy wrote a blog post on this. Let's
Okay,
go
am I
ahead
taking
and
this
pull
one
up
down
that
and
story.
pulling that one up?
Yeah,
Okay, stop screen.
I didn't even read the figures
Oh,
for this
I
guy.
that story is all over the place. So I've read it. I've read his story, and I've read about five other stories addressing the same thing. All right, let me share. Okay. All right, I've got it shared whenever you're ready. Are you going to read
Okay.
this one?
Sure. Oh, hey Brian, what's up? Welcome.
Yo,
And
Brian, glad to have you,
what
brother.
what gear will show you. Cost really doesn't matter if you're trading in or making installment payments, 24 or 30. Yeah, 30 months. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't
Are
make
people?
installment payments, but I think Samsung's trade-ins are the best there is. So yeah, and if it wasn't for
Um,
the trade-ins, I couldn't have afforded the
Actually,
S21
no,
Ultra.
trade-ins do, like installment payments do matter. Like there's a big difference between making an installment payment of, $10 a month to $20 a month. Like
Yeah, I don't
you
I don't
you
make installment payments on anything, on any
like I
phone.
think with the Z Fold Ultra, I think the installment payments at one time was $36 a month. Like, ugh.
That's a lot of money. That's a whole
Yeah.
lot of money. Yeah, I got it shared whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah, thank you. Boom, boom.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let me get rid of the commercials as much as I can. On Reader View Plus. Okay, there we go.
No, no, no. Let's keep Juan's commercials in just in case. Does he
Oh,
have
all
any?
right.
Yeah, just in case. You
Yes,
may
it
never
does.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Leave them in. Hey, whenever you're ready.
Mm, okay. Don't say we never did anything for you, Juan.
He got a lot of nerve. I can't say that. He just let me have a phone for a month, so I can't say anything.
So where can we finally admit the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is just a dog? You ain't nothing but a
No, no,
hound
no, no, no,
dog.
no. You didn't even read that right. He didn't say the S21 Ultra is just a dog. He said the S21, which I would agree with. You know,
Okay, should I start it from the top?
yes.
Where we can finally admit the Galaxy S21 is just a dog.
Okay.
Hot takes. Samsung storage got all the tasty SEO traffic. Outrage headline. Sales figures are in, and the Galaxy S21 is selling poorly. Expectations were high on this line of phones, were they? Were they high?
Yeah,
But
they were
even
high, I
the
think.
but even with the price drop, Samsung premium offerings are failing to impress consumers. Galaxy S21 sales are down about 20% over last year's S20 and significantly lower than the S7 2 years ago. We're seeing roughly a 45% drop from the S10, which has been concerning for Samsung. That 2 year period is often prime time for consumers looking to upgrade.
Oh,
Ooh.
and by the way, remember I told you everybody and his brother has a story about this? One of the stories said there's an internal investigation going on because the sales figures are so low. Okay. And I saw another story that said the first quarter sales were okay, but the second quarter was just so bad it brought everything down for the 6 months.
Like someone's about to lose their job?
That's what it sounds like to me, yeah. And I do agree. I think the regular S21 was a dog. They replaced glass with plastic. They took away features. So I agree. I'm glad I got the Ultra.
Um, Steve is saying that with some carriers in Canada, you can shave off $400 as long as you bring back the phone at the end of the 24 months or pay. That's a lease. That's a
But
lease.
yeah, it is a lease, but that's 400 on installments. That does sound pretty good. That's why if you're an installment guy. You know.
So they are obviously, oh, but let's look at all them figures. So we have, wait, is that, who's the gray? Is the gray, no, gray is others. I like to see a high others list. And then blue is Samsung, black is Apple. Okay, yeah, that figure. So there are obviously numerous issues facing technology manufacturers right now. The pandemic, the COVID, the supply chain shortage, it's all bad.
Yeah,
It's all bad.
sure.
Component shortages are affecting distribution. Consumers are wisely budgeting more conservatively for big purchases like electronics. However, the Galaxy S line is supposed to be a premium tier where purchases are often as emotional as practical. Galaxy's 2021 phones aren't inspiring consumers to part with their cash. If we peek over to the other side of the smartphone fence, Apple is certainly facing similar global issues, yet have managed to show not only a strong growth over year to year, but has also encouraged more sales at the pro tier of the phone line.
That's true.
For
That's what I
Apple,
have.
the mainstream options seem to be shrieking the demographic 6 months into 2021.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is
Well,
where I
see,
take,
but see, this all shows you that they all guessed wrong. Samsung guessed that if they gave you a regular S21 with plastic replacing glass and then took away features, it would still sell. Well, they were just flat out wrong. And remember,
yeah,
Apple gambled on the 12 mini, and that was a terrible seller also. So they were wrong. So even the big shots are wrong sometimes.
I think on Apple's case though, they didn't really do any favors for the mini in the sense that Apple's been pushing the iPhone SE to very
That's
hard.
true. That's true. But just before the mini came out, everybody seemed to think the mini was going to sell well. Well, it sold terribly. Nobody wanted it basically. I saw one since it came out. You know,
Why would they think it would sell well? I wouldn't think it would sell well. I thought it would have sold, but not well. Like who's
because
really in the
a lot of vloggers were saying that people wanted small phones. Well, if you held one in
facts?
your hand, which I did once, my only comment was it felt like a postage stamp in my hand. I don't think anybody wanted a phone that small.
Vloggers are a goddamn lie. Then they don't want it. Do you see them vlog with? I'm sorry about that, George, but yeah, do you see them vlog with tiny phones? No, I see them vlog
No, no,
with
that's
big
true.
ones.
Nobody does.
Sounds. Oh, I just got a disturbance in the force. I'll continue the stories. Samsung is contributing a lot of. There is never a reason to discuss premium tier phones in the context of average consumers. That's lazy reviewing. Samsung is contributing a lot of evidence to that idea. Overall, Samsung improved sales of phones over the 6 months of the 2021. In 2020, they moved 112 million phones. 2021, they shipped 130 million, and of those 130 million phones, only about 13 million were Galaxy S21s. A little better than 10% of the phones were sold were premium tier. Sounds like they sold a lot of A series phones then.
The A series phones are out. What was the biggest selling phone in the world last year? It was a Galaxy A72. I mean A71. Sorry.
So I wholeheartedly recommend to my fellow tech. Hold on, wait. The only reason to treat these expensive gadgets as possible recommendation for average folks is to pander to a built-in audience of tech enthusiasts. Confirming the bias of Samsung owners is more profitable on YouTube, but we can also see that this demographic is shrinking. Yeah. I would wholeheartedly recommend to my fellow tech reviewers now is a really good time to reconsider your stances on competition in this market and broaden your horizons. Samsung PR can be brutally punitive, but you're likely going to make less money tiling that line over the next couple of years. But I digress. Like he says it. But no, he's got a point there. What was his name? Tech Alta. He was doing this story from the European standpoint, and he was showing that apparently Samsung has not been doing great at all in the European sector. Like Xiaomi, when Huawei left the space and they were on the way to be I think they were the number 2 spot.
Yes,
Xiaomi
they were.
took over. Yeah, Xiaomi completely took over. They filled in the role that Xiaomi had, and Samsung lost themselves too. So things ain't looking good.
No, that's true.
Which is what I want for America. It just has some variety.
My screen just messed up. I need to stop it for a minute. Sorry about that. And I need to pull up my.
Well, while you get that pulled up, it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Friday Night Tech Talk is not just a night of tech news, Friday Night Tech Talk, tech news and stories. It's also where people come to do the live stream debut. And today debut his first time on the camera and on the live stream. Mark Sequence, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Hey.
What's up?
Mark, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you, Mobile Geezer. You're doing good work out there, man. A lot of people are uneducated when it comes to this sort of stuff that we've been around for how long now, and it surprises even me, and I'm sure even you, but hopefully we can clear up some of the confusion surrounding some of this fancy tech stuff.
I hope so.
Are you sure this is your first time live streaming? Why is your audio so good?
You haven't been on a minute yet, and he's already jealous.
Zoom meetings. I've been doing Zoom for like a year, so I was like, you know what? Let me step it up. They deserve higher end audio, and then also as an excuse for me to go back to Guitar Center and Best Buy and all my stores that I used to go to for DJing. And I mean, I haven't DJed in like 2 years, so I was like, oh man, let me. I saw Viper had this microphone of
cool.
When you're looking for it, you notice it everywhere. You're like, they have there's that damn microphone again. There's this or that. Even like the podcasting arm. I'm like, I recognize it in other people's videos, and I'm like, let me check it out. Like, how much is it? As an audio tech guy, for this gear,
only 350.
Yeah,
or is it 400? It's a small 400.
I think.
You know what's funny? I have
399. I think so.
I have 2 Shure mics like that from singing in bands, and I never used them for this stuff.
It's awesome. I didn't know that this was the same one. Obviously, it's the modern version of it, but it's the same one that.
So it is 350. It's the MD7.
Or he used them for most of the vocals on Thriller. I'm sure they used other microphones, but I think that was like the main one to lay most of that album down. So that's pretty
if
killer.
You're a singer, I can tell you, Shure mics are just, you can't beat them. You just can't beat them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now, of course, you know I can't resist this. Mark comes in on his very first time and zooms ahead of you. Okay, I had to get that out.
I got the gaming chair finally too, because I'm over here with on like again the live stream, the Zoom meetings. They're an hour, 2 hours, sometimes more, and then like smaller meetings in between or before or after or on another day. Yeah. And so thanks, Steve. This is so that it's out of the way most of the time. I'm like, this is, if you guys go to like the Twitter, I have like,
See, I don't have that issue.
Yeah. It's and this is what, 6 years?
Okay.
And I think I got what is it? Maybe like 3 or 4. I think 4 on the beard. So,
But it's all a matter of taste. Everybody thinks that that I'm bald, and I'm not. I have a full head of hair. I just like it this way, so I shave it twice a day, almost every day.
Okay.
You know?
yeah, people forget that there's upkeep to it too. I mean, not everyone that's bald is balding or already balded to where they don't have to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, now Ted, now we're putting some more pressure on you because Mark's first time gaming chair, old fart gaming chair. Gee, the only one here without a gaming chair is you.
Come and sit in this one that I got back here.
I'm not a gaming chair kind of guy. I'm a Herman Miller kind of guy, not a gaming chair.
Okay.
With gaming chairs, I was like, well, if you're gonna, I needed a chair, and because I haven't had a actual like a there's one somewhere in the backyard, I'm sure, like under a tarp or somewhere, like stored away, from when we moved before, when I was using an HP floor, the big, the huge rectangle computers, right, the old school ones.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since I needed to. I had an actual desk chair, and then when we moved, and then I moved even like here at this house, I was in the garage and then the basement, and now I'm in like in the kind of converted attic loft. I don't know if you can see.
Right.
There's stairs.
Much like Mike.
So that's the first floor down there.
Yeah, that's how Michael, who broadcasts with us, his is in the attic too. He showed us the building of his whole room when he did his. And I have a desk. I only got this laptop about a month and a half ago. My desktop is still sitting here right next to me on the floor.
Yeah, I have mine. I didn't throw it away or anything, so there's still gaming chairs overrated.
I have one game on my desktop that I could never get over to and it's an old game called Zuma. You remember Zuma?
Is that the where you get the color balls?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I can't get it on my laptop, so I'm keeping it just so I can play that game once in a while.
That game's fun. That's kind of like a different take on Candy Crush style.
It's therapy for me,
I like it. Yeah. Where was I on the chair? So the game. So as an excuse, I was like, I need a chair. And I'm like, well, need a chair. And then I'm like, I want this kind of cool. Let me get a cool chair, right? So I'm like, okay, what's the deal with this? And really, so PlayStation 5.
What's the deal with that bookshelf?
What bookshelf?
The one that's in the mirror.
Mirror? Oh, that's you guys. That's just a mirror.
It's what's flashing yellow.
You see flashing.
I got LEDs in the back right now. It's
okay.
It's audio, so it's behind the TV. So
because the flashing's not coming across except in that mirror.
Interesting.
Right, I think you can see it here on the Peloton, the back of the screen. I could change that. I was gonna ask you. I was like, what color should I play? And I got
wow.
A glow here.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. I have Salvador Dali in the background, so I'm good.
Hey, Big House. Thanks for being here.
Big House. Good to see you, brother. And Nigel's in here too. A little late.
Like I said, the PS5 thing. The only place I can get one, and it was you had to get it with a bundle, and the gaming chair was part of it, and you had to pick it up. Okay. You had to go in. So I'm in the Bay Area, and I had to go to LA. Because they wouldn't ship it to me.
All the way down there to get it?
Yep, for a big PS5 bundle, and I'm like, well, do I at least get to pick like a color? And all we have is red or like green, and I'm like, all right, red. I wanted. So
you had to. The bundle came with the chair, the console, and what else?
One additional controller, 6 games, and that little the PlayStation headphones and the controller charging stand.
Wow. That does sound like a good. Now, how long was the drive?
It was stuff probably I was gonna get anyways. Oh man, what was that? I think I'm like 4 to 6, 5. Okay. Well, 4. If you're me, 4. But yeah, like 5 or 6 hours away to.
I would drive that for all that bundle easily. But I
love driving. I love driving, and this one was like an adventure. You're like, oh man, like I'm gonna get one.
Say.
Or
how much was that bundle? Was that like $1,000?
Yeah, right. I think just a hair over, maybe like 1,100.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Not bad, actually. Yeah.
You figure it was stuff I was gonna buy anyways, right? So it's like, okay, fine. Like you guys twisted my arm. No, I have to get. No, babe, you don't understand. Like I can't.
But it feels good because you ultimately saved money.
I think maybe.
Not you. I think it's convenient.
Same.
It was convenient.
Probably the same. Yeah, it was one of those where I think
But if
You
he
would
had
have
bought all
saved
that
money
stuff
because you wouldn't have
separately, it
bought
would have
6
cost him
games.
more, right?
But
Or-
I don't think he was gonna buy 6 games all at once. Like,
and probably, you know what? I haven't given any of the other games a chance. I only wanted to play Call of Duty. What was it? Cold War story mode. I just wanted to. I played it through. I haven't turned it on since, so I feel kind of bad.
Okay.
People, I can't get a PS5. I can't get an Xbox. I'm like, whatever. I
not a
guess.
good idea, but you did. It was convenient.
Yeah. So
that
I mean,
you could get the PS5 and get the stuff that you could use as well.
Cool.
yeah, and as far as like chairs go, are they a gimmick? Kind of. Like, if I'm not using it like for gaming or anything, but I was like, it's cool, and I thought it was just like a nice little. Really, it's like it's for you. It's a little cool,
Yeah,
little something.
I agree. I never use mine for gaming, but it's a comfortable chair, and I like it. And
Yeah.
It looks good.
Pretty good quality chair. Ted, were you considering getting one, or why don't you have one, or what's the story there?
Yeah, I stick to office chairs really.
Ergonomic. You look for that in those buzzwords.
I look for ventilation.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I see you guys in that gaming chair, I just think of you guys. I always
Sticky.
think of those fat white kids that just sit so long playing the games on the gaming chair, and that they stick to the chair, and it's like literally a fight for their life to get off the chair because they stuck to it. They go, like it's something out of Saw.
But you're looking for ventilation. Obviously, you have a hot butt.
I'm sure they make gaming. I'm sure they make gaming chairs for swamp ass. I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't want to know how much it'll cost to get a miniaturized HVAC system for my butt.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
You know what I mean? I'd consider it, but I'm just saying, like, I bet that for a feature like that, I'm pretty sure it's up there. So not have.
All right. Let me. Oh, George, did you get the story yet? The Juan's article.
Yeah, it's back up. It's been sitting there while we've been talking this whole time.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
All right. So we were
All right,
halfway
so
through.
tell me where you're going on it now.
Okay, so we're halfway through. So I'm always curious to hear what my readers think might be the most cause of this drop in consumer interest. Please leave a comment why you think Samsung might be slipping as the Android market leader. Are these comments? I'm not sure I have the data back on my feelings on this topic.
From
but
here
I'll
down,
throw out
I
an
think.
opinion.
No, there's still more article there. I think.
Oh yeah. This is Juan's. This is some gadget guy's opinion on why Samsung has been sucking. So. So, I think right there, I think it sums it up right. I think Samsung got greedy. Recently, there's been a push by Samsung to highlight the exciting newness of folding displays. There's a critical market for Samsung as a component manufacturer and as a phone manufacturer. Samsung lagged the market for a significant period of time when their investment in OLED screens. That did pay off. Everybody wants OLED screens now. AMOLED became synonymous with quality, and though obviously that hasn't necessarily held up these last couple of years, regardless, there was a major win for the company. The next potential profit sector for Samsung displays could be bending OLEDs. I think they pushed too aggressively too soon, trying to lock the same kind of market exclusivity. The product here is hilariously niche and expensive.
That's true, and I agree with them. They did push too hard too soon because that's what all the problems they had with the first fold.
Yeah. So Samsung. Oh, and Juan is saying, I know niche. I like the Surface Duo and the Sony Xperia 1.
Yeah, I still have my Duo.
So Samsung is cannibalizing the mind share of the Galaxy S. Like they cannibalized, or they should have just killed the Galaxy Note to highlight the next tier of hopefully high margin gadgets. Galaxy S is increasingly feeling like an afterthought, and I think consumers are picking on that vibe. From the Galaxy S9 to the Galaxy S21, Galaxy S series devices really haven't gotten better improvements. Improvements have been more iterative. Features have been removed. Oh, features have been removed.
Yes, they did.
Accessories were pulled from the box. Ooh.
That's true.
It's a strange flavor of doublethink to spend a lot of money on a phone, but still balancing bargain manufacturing decisions. It is also not a good look to be making fun of Apple for doing stuff and then to turn around and do what they do the
But
very
they
next
always
year.
Samsung always does that.
But no, this was different. Samsung had straight up put out a mini series making fun of Apple.
That's true.
And then they had to just scrap up the whole thing and act like people don't remember.
That's true.
I think the overall even at a lower selling price, look at this thing. S21 doesn't feel like a bargain when it's demonstrably
Demonstrably,
less, demonstrably, thank you, less phone than the S20 it replaced. See, that's what you
absolutely.
can at least say about iPhones. At least Apple, when there was a next phone the next year, it was definitely always better than the phone before it. Hmm.
And
Can you
that's why I think the Ultra is the one that's worth it. The cameras,
No,
to me, the cameras right now are the best there is on the phone.
make the
no.
article bigger there, Ted?
No, it's George is sharing it. George, do the
No, I
control
can't do it.
and
No, you have to make it bigger. Now,
how
what
am I?
I
How am I
found
gonna?
is if
iPad
you
make it
click the
bigger.
extreme right button on the bottom, it takes us away and makes the article bigger.
Oh, but I mean like
George,
zooming,
you're sharing it. Yeah,
like
George, zoom in.
pinch to zoom
I,
just with the mouse
how
or
do
track.
I zoom? I don't know how to zoom in. It doesn't zoom in.
Uh,
Remember, I've never been able to zoom in on these.
you're on a laptop, George. Just zoom. Just do this thing on your trackpad.
Just like you were on a smartphone.
Yeah, just do
Hopefully,
that.
same.
Yeah, do
I don't
that.
know if sometimes you have to have it. You have to talk
Oh,
that.
you're
Some
right. I didn't
Do,
even know I could. There
no, no,
you
no, but
go.
some computers they do. You have. Do you want to be able to do these things and features? Do you want these features activated? I'm like, yeah. What kind of
I, t- I
what,
told you I haven't had
why,
a laptop long.
why would they be
uh,
deactivated? I don't
George?
get it.
Okay, I made it bigger. Isn't it bigger?
No,
No.
we
It's a
didn't.
lot bigger. It's a lot bigger on my screen.
I'm not the one.
No.
No,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Bring it back. No, we'll do it the other way then. Press Control plus then.
Control plus. Control plus.
Also, that I'm gonna be.
That,
I
that
don't have much
didn't
to
seem
say
to
on.
do much of anything.
I don't have a lot to say on the Android stuff. I've first got onto iPhone on the iPhone 4 or 4S and haven't left since. But um,
Look at even Ren's like see Ren's just saying Control plus.
Yeah.
but
I'm hitting Control plus and it's not doing much of anything.
having said that,
You know what
uh,
it's doing? It's making the comments bigger and everything else smaller.
click on the web page and then try that.
Yes, click on the web page and then do it.
Then do Control Plus
All right, let's try
or Zoom.
that.
Yeah, so
There you go.
try to zoom again. There we go.
There you go.
Now
Okay.
now center it. There we go.
Again,
Okay.
enhance,
Again,
enhance. There we go.
better.
Oh, are you guys also watching from home? Where's the camera? Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ren.
Thank you, Renz.
So I was saying as like not I guess basically an iPhone Apple guy, but seeing those uh even from the renders, but before like now there's official photos, those phones look pretty good. The Pixel and not to change the subject, but just saying like for me, never even like I wouldn't look at Android phones, right? But they're like pretty good looking now. So let's see what if they live up to the hype, then that should be a solid choice
I hope
for
they do.
whoever wants to get either a phone for the first time or maybe for whatever reason you don't like one over the other and hopefully we
Yes,
benefit.
yes, Gary. That's exactly what I'm doing. Thank you, sir.
Let me finish off this article. I think the overall psychology of this is critical. How can Samsung's fans feel excited about an expensive phone when the strategy seems to make phones more like Apple or OnePlus? The
Right.
smaller fan base of the Galaxy Note are looking at the Galaxy S21 critically, and the Galaxy S21 Ultra seems to exist as a way to get consumers to pay more for stylus support and force those consumers to buy the Note accessories separately. In what reality would that not feel like gouging? Why have we not seen stylus support on the Galaxy A tier phone? When folding phones like the Z Flip arrive at a substantial premium and are called statement phones by Samsung, Galaxy S fans are left feeling a little cold. Yeah, because Galaxy S is no longer the it thing. It's not the Galaxy Z line.
That's true.
I could pay more. I could pay more for a less powerful phone that's more fragile. The statement feels cynical. Eventually, the price falls on the luxury tier gadgets, but often by then, consumers' interests have waned too. Samsung's strong arm, Walmart style price drops, and trade in deals are long term hurting the brand image. Die-hard Samsung fans are punished for jumping on the launch hype train when phones go on sale weeks after pre order ships. Samsung can't maintain the value of their products when they undercut the used market so aggressively. I've also I also have a pretty good handle on perceived value. I was an LG fan.
Yeah, he was a big LG fan. That's true.
R.I.P.
What he means by yeah, what he means by their mark, because you probably don't know, with LG phones, they were sold at a good price, but if you waited 2 months, they would like get severe price discounts.
That's true.
So say somebody buying it day one or pre-ordering it, and then they
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
yeah,
you pay the most.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 months later, you might get close to half price sometimes.
Oh wow, I was thinking like
yep,
$50 or something, because even that would
No,
piss me
it
off,
was
right?
no, it was always hundreds at 2 months later with an LG.
yeah. It was hundreds down, and then by the next year, it was 50% off. It was basically yeah.
And why is that? Because
Sounds
no one was buying them. So like
People
to move.
didn't buy LG, but LG kept coming up with these innovative ideas that were very different, and a lot of people liked them, but practically nobody but tech enthusiasts bought them.
Mm.
Yeah, sounds like like LG had like issues with software,
They were
but
my
the hardware was fantastic, and
LG
and
760 was my first and last Android.
mhm.
Well, who did the first ultra wide? LG. You know.
You know what's funny is that I went into, so I had I think it was T-Mobile at the time, or I guess technically I had, and then Sprint, but now Sprint is T-Mobile now, so I'm back to T-Mobile.
Right.
T-Mobile came back to me. I didn't go back to them. Let's be clear.
Okay.
Um,
I went to them. So
no, but I mean I liked it. I never really hated them. I had the T-Mobile Sidekick was my first phone, and then from that
okay.
I had to learn a flip phone afterwards because some issues with my brother and T-Mobile, that was his account, and I couldn't use it. And because what would happen is they would beam all of, like when you turn your phone on, it would be like a brand new phone every day until it downloaded everything from the server
I got you.
in the morning, and then there it is.
Okay.
So he bought, I think it was the G1 phone, didn't like it, but he had also ordered an internet router or something, and he returned it, and they're like, hey, we never got it, blah blah blah, so while they were sorting that, they froze that. So one of these days, out of nowhere, I wake up and I'm waiting for my contacts or emails and everything. I'm like, what's that? Like, turn it on. Like, what the hell's happening? It's like, oh, your thing is no service, or call the number. And I found out what happened. It's like, oh, they're being jerks about, like, they never got a package or whatever. So I'm like, oh wow. So what? So they're holding like all my stuff hostage, right? And I called them. I'm like, so how do how can I need my phone, right? I'm addicted already by this time, right? A middle school kid with a cool hip.
We all go through that.
Literally, I was hip because it had the hip computer holster, little thing on it.
Okay,
so
yeah.
they're like, oh, well, you can take over your line, and we will run your credit and this and that. But in order for you to take over a line, the line must be active, and in order for it to be active, my brother basically needs to pay the full price of the items he's not keeping, because they're saying, well, where is it? Where's this and that? And that's like, oh, that life of me died, right?
Not
in
good
the
at all.
gone.
Gary, you're absolutely right. Marketing was always their problem. That's what I always said too.
So let's see.
You followed me. Thanks, Rance. I'll follow you too. And also earlier, I missed when you said, "Make it bigger, Ted."
So let's see. Let me get through this last paragraph.
Sure.
We'll need to see if Gen 3 of folding phones is the new hot market for Samsung. I hope consumers are excited by the innovative new uses for pocket computers, but I'm skeptical that the Fold and the Flip will make the difference in winning Galaxy S sales and the absence of the Note.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the folding phones are what Samsung is banking on to make up for the way the Note used to sell. That's what I think is happening.
Yeah, I'm going to comment on my opinion on this. Oh. Let's go. So really what it is, Android. Oh. Okay, I cannot comment while I'm in the stream, so never mind.
Okay. Should I stop the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
No. It's okay. Let's go. I think
at least I learned how to enlarge the screen.
I think we should catch up on the comments. A bunch of people I thought were talking a sidebar on the Pixel. Big House was saying about the Pixel 5a. A bunch of people are excited that the Pixel 5a is essentially a Pixel 5, but discounted to $450.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get a Pixel. Well, first thing, of course, I'm going to get the Z Flip, but the next phone after that, I'm pretty sure will be a 5A. And you know me, I always wait for the A series phones anyway. I don't buy the regular phone.
Watch out, everyone. Everyone get out of his way. He's buying the premium, top notch. Best or nothing, right? I think that was what Mercedes. I think that's their slogan.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see.
While throwing in a free toaster. Wow, Ren says I still love my LG smart TV.
Were you?
Think about universal. Well, yeah, TVs. I'm sure they're great.
Yeah, everything else that LG.
Yeah, fantastic hardware. We did that last story, or was it 2 weeks ago, where we did a story about the rolling TV that they brought out.
Exactly.
What is that? $100,000 for that?
What was it? 30,000 or something like that?
I saw one for.
I thought it was 110,000.
For the like that all-in-one with like a piece of furniture hideaway thing, like because there's some that do that, but not as fancy. But for that fancier, or I guess maybe by size, I think like the larger one would be that $100,000 one. I'm like crazy.
Mark,
either one of you guys can buy the old guy one. Okay.
Mark, were you in the room when Oscar was saying that he was going to get the Pixel 6 Pro, and I was just like, poking fun at him, like, he wasn't gonna spend $200 on a Pixel 3 or Pixel 4, but he was gonna spend $1,000 on a Pixel 6 Pro, and his wife heard. Hey, yo. Yeah, and we could hear his wife be like, $1,000, $1,000.
He's already in trouble for that one.
And we've all been there.
I think twice or 3 times. But then, and on the only reason is because it's documented. It's on his. He left it in the video.
He has been testing his luck. Like first he got what did he get? He got the drone. Now this Pixel, like he is stretching, and then like for the next 4 minutes we were talking about how the Pixel 5A was just a more sensible and cheaper buy. I don't think Oscar's going to be getting the Pixel 6 Pro. He's going to be probably getting a 5A.
Who wants to be sensible? If you were really sensible, you would get it. I mean, you can still get flip phones today. You just want to be
I don't know.
The sensible thing.
Sometimes when you have a wife, you somehow make more sensible decisions.
That's true. Sometimes.
Yeah. Yes.
Next story.
If I were going to get a 6, I would get a 6 Pro, but I'll probably go for the 5A because I'll be getting that right after I do the Z Flip. So that's about all the money I want to spend for a while.
Let's see,
all right, next story. I'm pulling it up now.
Yes. This is a follow-up story, ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
Yes, it is. All right, I'm sharing, right? We're on the G Plus, right?
Yes, and the roll-up.
I got it. Right there.
Yeah, actually, I don't hear much stories about curved TVs. It's only curved displays.
Yeah,
what about you, Mark? Yeah, like
I don't understand.
TVs were a fad.
I don't know what
that's what I think too. Yeah, because all the ones both my 4K TVs were flat screen, so I think they were kind of a fad too. What do you think, Mark?
I don't mean it like in a sarcastic way, but what like the actual point of a curved like television screen? What does that achieve?
I think what they were shooting for was the same trying to give you what you get inside a theater,
like immersiveness or whatever.
Yeah, it was just like your eyes would always be at the same direction, so the eyes would the distance would be the same direction from if you were to look at the center, then if you were to look at the sides, and also improved distance, improved side distance, side viewing.
Maximum viewing angles for, depending how many people you're watching or are in the room or the couch or whatever. Okay, I get it.
I mean, they're still done for displays. I don't see them done anymore at all for TVs.
Right.
Yeah, that I saw it come and go kind of. I mean, I never tried one. It'd be nice to try one, but I was like, I just got my 75-inch, so that's pretty immersive as it is. I sit right up,
Yeah, see, and for me, I've never gone past 42. I think I just don't feel the need to. Now, my ex-son-in-law, he had to get a 65 as soon as they came out. So
yeah, I wouldn't go taller than like 36. I've seen, you know, 30 for like really, so you can like watch your show or whatever it is. That's
You
fine.
want to
But
know how big mine is?
Go ahead.
you're gonna tell me anyway. Feel like you're gonna tell me anyways.
85, 88,
85,
So it's tall,
88.
88.
Wow.
bigger than you then.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, way bigger than me. It has a bigger wingspan. Yeah, it's bigger than my wingspan.
What do you guys think, chat? What do you guys think? Is Ted bigger or smaller than his 85-inch television?
What do you guys think?
Smaller, a little small. Well, see, I've stood next to Ted, so I already know.
What do you think my wingspan? You think that's bigger than my wingspan or smaller?
Bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger than my wingspan.
It is bigger because it's bigger than mine, and I'm a little taller than you are.
You know
of
what?
course, I'm cheating. I use a projector, so that's how I'm able to get those big sizes.
That's what he does do. Yeah.
I'll say this: I'm average height for a guy in 2008. I've been when I checked, I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, you're average." And it's like, "Yeah, okay, cool." And I was like, "Wait, so what is it now?" Because I'm guessing growth hormones and like all our food and everything, but that's another topic for something else. But I was like, "Yeah."
Normally, your wingspan is exactly your height. My wingspan would be about 6'2". You know?
Yeah, my TV's as large as I am. Yeah, I can barely get my fingertips. Actually, no, you know what? I can get like palm because I remember when I was like moving it around, I can kind of get a nice little grip. You have to be careful
because you can get a hold of it.
It's bezel-less, so you do have just be conscious of like even pressure and keep it on.
I've broken a TV by moving it before. My ex-wife is probably in the comments. She could tell you I broke one about 5 years ago by moving it.
Hey, you know, she's probably down there with my ex-wife. No, I'm kidding. I don't have one. Ex-fiance, does that count?
No, it doesn't count.
It does. No,
my ex-wife and I were married over 30 years, so no, that doesn't count.
And almost something doesn't count, right? Yeah. No.
Exactly.
I got this
only in horseshoes, but that's about it.
That's right. The 75-inch that I put up here on like it's like a raised thing. It was supposed to be a bedroom nook. What I put is I grabbed these like moving dollies. Like you put it like 4 of them on the corner of like a
that's what we used to use.
I can just glide it to the side or push it further away from me, pull it closer to me.
Now, do you have that 75-inch in that attic room that you're in now?
Yeah, it's in the reflection. You see the reflection?
So that's it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm facing it right now. What I was gonna do is I was gonna be on that wall, and then with this background, because I would imagine that would look like nice. Not that I try to make it a little interesting. I feel like I didn't have to do much because it's already. You get creative when you get like when you have a small space, right? So you're like, let me put this here. Let me put that.
Using a green screen, I can always put something different up there every week.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like, say the next time I do it, I could just have it there, and you guys will have a completely different kind of neat view because you can see kind of how long. Thing I wouldn't be able to show you now, but
that's a lot better, Ted. You can see much more what he's talking about. You can see the TV in the corner even.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, now he's making me.
Oh, wait, is that the TV? I thought that was his monitor or something.
No, that's the TV corner.
Okay.
Yeah. That's I'm actually watching Viper's stream. Viper's on here with Trent. So that's what
he's always on the same time as we.
See the comments right there a little bit on the bottom. Yeah.
We need to have some sort of, I don't know, intergalactic YouTube battle where we focus on claim a day for our streams.
Yeah, you guys clash a lot. I thought, me going into it, not knowing that like almost everyone was a YouTuber. I thought you guys were just fans of YouTubers and got together for the Clubhouse Vipers coffee talk in the morning, and then I'm like, oh, everyone is a YouTuber, and it's like I thought you guys would have talked to each other.
This is why I'm sure Viper never watches ours, and I never got to watch his because we were on at the same time.
So
now, after us, almost always is Team 100. Well, those we can watch because they're on at 10 o'clock right after we get off usually.
I say, although if you're open to moving the day, George, Tuesday night Tech Talk, or Thursday night Tech Talk. What are you gonna do, George?
You got to keep in mind, originally this was me, Mike, and Will, and they were the ones that needed the Friday night because.
So we can change this, is what you're saying.
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not making an announcement yet, but yes, we can.
Ladies and gentlemen, post whatever days you would prefer the night
I
tech
didn't
talk to come
say
on.
any days. Saturday and Sundays are out.
As long as it has to be a weekday, ladies and gentlemen. Put it in the
Well,
comments
no,
below
no,
what
no.
day.
You said Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. I don't work on Tuesdays, and I don't work on Tuesdays. I work Friday, so I could do it
Miss
on a
E.
Monday night or a Tuesday night. Because Monday I work, but I don't work Tuesday. So Monday I work. I could do it Monday night. I could do it Tuesday night. I cannot do it Wednesday or Thursday night.
Well, not with that attitude. I'll tell you that right now.
Thank you very much. Hey, I'm an old guy from Jersey. I'm supposed to have an attitude, all right?
There's old guys from everywhere.
The Jersey guys have more attitude than most, trust me.
Probably. Yeah. You get that one.
Do you remember The Sopranos?
You know what? I never got into it. I know they
Okay.
left everyone hanging with the.
Well, I was raised in the same area that they were raised in, and I was raised with those same guys that are on that show.
all the
Okay.
ball.
Miss E,
So-
you are not being reasonable. She says she wants us Tuesdays and Fridays. Gary's saying Fridays, and Juan is saying Fridays.
Well, then I think we should stay with Friday.
All right, we're staying for Fridays.
All
That
right.
means Viper needs to.
Or what about
All right.
Oh, now you're gonna push Viper around.
What
Okay.
what about time slot? So if we're staying the same day, would anyone consider moving to a new time slot, either earlier or later? Anyone in the chat? You guys? I mean, obviously.
No.
I couldn't-
Just
I
like George
couldn't do
suggested,
earlier.
Sopranos.
I could do later, but of course, Eleanor, my ex-wife, could probably not do later because she usually works on Saturday.
You know, I like that
Smart.
name. I like Eleanor. That's a nice.
Well, you have two Eleanors in here. You see Miss E. The reason in here she's Miss E's because her name is Eleanor. My ex-wife's name is Eleanor. They're friends on Instagram. So to make it easier, she changed hers to Miss E. So when I say Eleanor, they know I'm talking about my ex-wife. Confusing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, a little. Maybe for you, mobile geezer. No, I'm kidding.
It's different when your ex-wife is your best friend. It's just a little different.
I get you, man. No, I get you. Shout out to that. And I mean, not a lot of people can keep, a friendship or a relationship, without the romantic parts in it.
We try to support each other. We're both born again Christians, and we believe God wants us to take care of each other.
You got something special. So don't let anyone tell you nothing different.
Yep. All right, Ted, you're allowed to talk now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What about your?
I think
raising your laptop up so we can get a nice eye level view of you as if we're, yeah. I feel like we're.
Don't get him started. He loves making faces in the camera. Okay.
I bet you he makes faces in Clubhouse and we just can't see.
Probably.
I wouldn't.
Probably.
exactly.
All right, Ted. This is your. Oh, here he goes again.
That's yours, George. Nice try.
That's a pro tip. I mean, come on, this is my first time doing this, but yeah, I think you should know that eye level for the camera or higher, and
mine is a tiny bit higher.
Arm's length away or more.
Yeah, and mine is about an arm's length away. That's true.
Right. This guy knows. This mobile geezer guy knows a thing or two.
Or sometimes he just gets lucky.
I thought it was just a clever name over here, and a gimmick.
George, your story.
Okay, I was going to ask you who did you want reading this? Okay, I'm ready. Are we ready?
You're the Google Plus guy, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Well, Mike more so than me even. All right, let me see if I can make this screen bigger again. I'll try it again. Hey, it works. There we go.
Also, get rid of those ads. This is in Juan's website
this time we'll get rid of the ads. Okay.
I was gonna say you have reader view, right? Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Nice.
This was on 9 to 5 Google. This story was hilarious to me. Nearly 2 million former Google Plus users can claim their $2.15 payout from class action lawsuit. It's been over 2 years since Google pulled the plug on its biggest attempt at launching a social network, but many forget a big reason why it was killed off: a privacy breach on Google Plus. That's right, resulted in a class action lawsuit, and now millions of former users are getting payouts. Yeah. Going back to Google Plus, Going back, Google Plus went dark in April 2019, just a few months after Google revealed that a massive data breach had exposed the private data of over 50 million users. Then, almost exactly a year ago, Google confirmed that it had settled a class action lawsuit regarding the data breach. The case filed in 2018 was finally settled in 2020, with Google agreeing to pay $7.5 million to users of the defunct social network. Ars Technica notes that almost half of the money went to legal fees, but the rest is now being paid out to around 1.72 million people. That's the number of former Google Plus users who went through the process of filling out forms connected to the class action lawsuit before October of last year. I was one of those. For those former Google Plus users, payouts from the lawsuit will amount to a mere $2.15. That's hardly anything, really, but it's not a far cry from what could
$2.
have been.
Take me the lobster.
Hey, that's $2 you didn't have before.
Yeah, but that's why I said in my heading on the story, I said cashing in on the Google Plus class action lawsuit. Underwhelming would be a big step up. That's what I called it. Originally, the estimate was about $12 after fees, though that would only happen if 450,000 people had submitted forms. So, rather than claim my $2.15, I just said, let it go.
Don't let them have it.
What?
Let
No,
it go,
give it to
let
me.
it go.
Give it to someone else, but don't let them have it.
No, don't.
You guys are hard, man. You guys are hard.
No. Oh, no.
I need my coins. That's the coffee in downtown. That's not even. Is that enough for a pint coffee in Starbucks? No, it's not.
Y'all gotta pay the
Yo,
No,
we got
it's
Oscar in here. We need to say something. Yo,
Is this-
Oscar.
What's up?
Who's this guy?
Welcome, Oscar.
That's why you don't send links
What?
willy-nilly.
Okay, now we
Welcome,
officially
ladies and
have.
gentlemen. We have Oscar Oradtek. Oscar.
Yeah, now we officially have the East Coast covered, the West Coast covered, and the South covered, because I'm in Tennessee and he's in Texas. So we're covering the country pretty well.
We gotta bring Trent in here so we get Ohio, so we get the Midwest, like the
go.
Central covered.
Let's see. Mark's in here. I'm just seeing if anybody.
Friends.
Okay.
What's up?
Hey, Mark. Just so you know, Oscar also did his first night with us here too on the Friday night.
That's true. What was it, a month ago?
All that.
Yeah, about a month ago. And then my next live stream was with Sagi on Instagram.
And I
Okay.
was there. Luckily,
Um,
I thought
yeah.
that was fun. You're a natural, Os.
Yep.
I'm thinking both of you are pretty natural.
Thanks, man.
Mark's a natural at everything.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Like this is his first live stream, and he's got his audio down. I was like, what? Why is
Good
it so good?
Well, he's also a
lighting.
DJ, so
Natural, good
Yeah,
or
you
bad.
ought to have some
I
audio
would expect the
experience.
Yeah, I would in the speaker range. I wouldn't assume he got the mic range covered.
yeah, like his lighting is horrendous, but I'm
and
not
you-
gonna take points off for that.
And you would be right, actually, Ted. For normally, no, I wouldn't. I would pay no mind to microphones. You'd have to request one for me to bring one to the gig. If you want to use it, you can use it. But I'm not one of those on the microphone DJs. That's
I
just
don't
me.
know, with those vocals I heard earlier today, it sounded like you should have your good microphone.
Well, I mean, like to talk and like yell. You know what? You know, if I'm either DJing, I'm DJing, or emceeing, because you can get an MC separate. You know, for that, or request
Yeah.
one with your DJ package. So
And the only reason that I had a lot of experience with Shure microphones is because in most of the bands I was in, I was a lead singer. So I got into microphones over the years.
I'm not sure how I
Yeah.
feel about my Shure mic with for my iPhone. So far, it's just been good for video recording. It's otherwise, if I try to get imaginative with the use, like for Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse, it's
Right.
been sucking. And
Yeah,
the
but
StreamYard too,
Shure
it wouldn't
mics,
work.
Shure mics are like everybody else. They have all different levels,
That's true. I mean, when it does work, it sounds great.
Okay.
But nah, when it works, it only
Yeah, I've
works
never
for
had
very limited
all the
applications.
Shure mics I had in bands. I never had one sound anything but great.
So
Yeah.
Ted, did I tell you about this? I bought
Hey,
DSLR for $25.
yeah, the $25, the what was it, D500?
D50.
Which one is it?
that's the one you got for $25.
That's the one I got for $25.
Damn,
Where
dog.
did you find that? Awesome.
How
deal,
did you
yeah.
manage that?
Yeah, who'd you kill for it?
Yeah.
Who'd you knock
Who
over
would you
the head?
kill for it?
A buddy of mine had it, and he, like, I told him, like, hey, the kids want to learn photography. Like, they're always trying to take my camera, and so I'm like, your camera's cheap. Like, I saw someone make a video about how they bought one for $30. He's like, all right, just give me 25 then, because that video's like 3 years old. I'm like,
That's awesome. So what would that normally cost?
like 30.
What do you mean?
Oh no,
You
well, I
mean
got
like
two
when it
good
first
lenses
came
for
out?
it. I got a 55.
Yeah, when it first came out, what would it cost?
Oh, like $700.
Okay. That's what I
That
was thinking.
camera. that you
Wow.
have?
So
Damn.
you did really well.
Yeah, I think I did okay.
Some would even say criminal.
All right, you guys tell me if this
What?
makes a better difference. Let's see.
Go ahead.
Oh, you didn't let me take in the image before. Give me a
Wait,
second.
wait.
Yeah.
He does his hand. All right, guys. Hey, what do you think now? What?
Nope.
I think the other was better.
Let me
Yeah.
look away and reset,
Okay.
and then let me look at you. Oh, you're doing it again.
Of course,
After
watching
my
him
opinion, what you know-
screw on a lens, my mind
Yeah.
wants to say he's screwy, but I'm not going to say.
Well, okay.
What?
I'm just screwing around.
Exactly.
Yeah, you widen the field of view. Yeah, the wider looks better actually.
Yeah, I think so because it's not too squished, not too. You know what I mean? Like that claustrophobia, like in your mind where you're kind of like, there's not a lot of room
Like
here.
right now you clearly see like you're in a small room, but you're with the wider, it's like not so evident.
Yeah, kind of like how Ted is.
Yeah.
Well, Ted
He's
is not
like-
as
he's like-
risky as he was last time.
You know
yeah,
when-
but Ted likes to get up in the camera's face. You know. There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
He's like, hey, can I ask
Ted,
you?
Ted is like, hey, little mama, let me have
Hey.
you right here.
Exactly.
Hey, you smell nice. What do you
Yeah,
wear?
Mark,
You smell
whenever we
nice.
broadcast,
Hey,
Ted
yeah.
likes to do things that mess with your head.
Be careful.
So if
Be
I
careful,
mute
because you know
myself
that-
for a minute, it's because I'm having like a sneeze attack or like I don't feel great today. So
Oh, you too?
yeah, no.
I got over a cold a few days ago. My ex-wife is still getting over one. He had a stomach virus until today.
You need to get one of these off. You should have it. You're a dad.
Yeah,
I don't-
exactly.
What's Pedialyte gonna do
Doing.
for him?
What are
Yeah.
you doing, man?
Pedialyte doesn't cure
Whether
everything.
whether you party hard or not, this is like, you know what I mean? This is the stuff. This is the real. This is what they should be charging $20, $30, $50 for at clubs.
I love how there's a delay on YouTube. So I just looked at the YouTube stream and I saw my face
Yeah.
when Mark first put the Pedialyte to the camera, and
Right.
it was just total terror.
Oh,
Pediatric.
and by the way, Mark, I'm a dad also, but my kids are 48 and 55. So
What's that like? Isn't that weird?
Difference.
Weird, right?
It just the years just go by, you know. I'm just very blessed to be as healthy as I am at 76.
No matter what we do, right, Mobile Geezer, time keeps ticking.
Well, that's why I'm such an exercise fanatic. I exercise 5 days a week, and I'm probably in the best health of my life. And I'm very grateful about that.
Good.
Oscar disappeared for a minute. Now Ted has disappeared.
I'm back.
Okay.
What?
Now this is Ted's stream, so I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something.
He's always doing something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, there
he
it is. There I am.
Best to not ask those kinds of questions, Mobile Geezer.
So I guess now we can go to the next story. Mark can do this one since he's such an Apple fan. Apple can
Mark,
do
you
no
wanna-
wrong,
you
right,
wanna-
Mark?
Oh, is this
Apple
that
can
other
do no wrong.
Yeah.
the
Was
controversy?
it
Mark,
James in it?
no.
You want to hand me the
Mark,
controversy?
you should know that this is the kind of story that gets me riled up because I don't like to see people take advantage of people. So,
Hmm.
All right, I'm sharing now. All right, Ted, you're in control.
Oh yeah. Mark, it's it's the Apple story that's in the description. It's on YouTube. It's on the YouTube. The stories are in the description box. Mark.
Let me take a look here.
Okay, there it is. All right, let me make
Oh.
it bigger. What happened?
Notice how I just got all serious. It looks like you clicked on the ad, George.
No, I'm
The
trying
Verge
I'm
thing.
trying to get rid of it.
Go ahead and sign up. We'll wait.
The
Oh
Verge-
yeah, you're right. I did click on the end. Okay. All right, I want control.
How many links?
There we go. And let me get rid of Put on the Reader View Plus. Okay, there we go. All right, Mark, you got it, or?
Let me. Yeah, I'm getting it over here.
Okay. These are the kind of stories that I hate.
Oh, this one. I forgot.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were talking about that photo scanning thing.
No, this is the sexist crap.
I was like, how is that taking advantage of a person?
I hate people who are sexist to women.
It's just all our data. Just all the data that they're taking advantage of. No, but this one, yeah, this is interesting.
This is serious.
Yeah.
You guys think a company can only have one struggle. That's cute.
Well, you know what? Ted promised me. I came in here in good faith, under the guise of having a nice, light, good time. And so now I'm gonna.
You get the heavy duty story, right?
Speak to my agent over here, and that this wasn't discussed. So you'll be hearing from our lawyers.
Your agent approves.
Wow.
Well, he probably didn't want to give it to me because I'm the type that would want to take those guys who are doing this to her and getting them in an alley, and only one of us would leave.
In all honesty, I feel that the person who feels the most passionate about it should take the reins.
No. Sometimes I get over enthused about it. Go ahead and read something.
Let me read just one then. Apple places female engineering program manager on administrative leave after tweeting about sexism in the office. And did they think that was going to be a good move? Ashley can't say the last name, so says employee relations team implied she should stay off Slack pending an ongoing investigation. What's Slack? I don't know what that is.
It's a messaging app. It's an internal
messaging app that a lot of teams use. A lot of all kinds of teams use.
It's like Discord.
I already have a quick comment.
It's like Discord for businesses.
Yeah. Okay. So you're telling me that Apple put a female employee on administrative leave because she tweeted something about the company being sexist. Now,
but she's been doing it for a while, but I still agree with her.
No, yeah. So, but let's take a step back on how stupid Apple is here.
Yes.
Because it's like telling someone to stop, like, telling on you. So
exactly. They told her that too. Yeah, they told her that too.
It's like stop making us look bad. Rule number one of the internet: when you say stop making us look bad, you keep making
yourself look bad. Exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead, take it if you want, Oscar. I don't mind that.
No, you can continue.
Am I supposed to read the whole thing? How do you guys usually run things here?
We read it. It's as long as we're interested, but you can stop when you want.
Okay. I'll keep going, but maybe for everyone else, again, zoom in as much as you can. Get it edge to edge, even. I think that would be because there's different people are watching on different size screens, you know. So, if they don't want to click on the.
All right, Mark, your face is on. You can continue.
Oh, sure. I mean, come on, we have to think of the audience, right? Apple has placed senior engineering program manager Ashley on indefinite administrative leave after she tweeted about sexism in the office. The company is currently investigating claims made about hostile work environment. Quote,
I would say her last name should be pronounced Jovic, I believe.
Jovic?
That's my best guess.
I will probably still avoid it because that thing in the middle of her name scares me.
Okay.
Or quote, for months.
Other languages.
For months, yeah, right. What the heck is that? For months, I've been raising concerns with Apple employee relations about years of experiences with sexism, a hostile work environment, sexual harassment, unsafe working conditions, and retaliation. She says in an interview with The Verge, I asked them to mitigate the hostile work environment while they investigate, and they initially offered me EAP therapy and medical leave. What's that? I don't know what EAP.
Yeah, the EAP is an employee assistance program. So basically, they basically ending up telling her she was nuts.
Like reconditioning?
Yeah.
Wow. I told them that made no sense and said they should talk to my leadership and set up an oversight and boundaries. I added that if there was no other option, they could give me paid administrative leave. They apparently made no effort to set boundaries and instead said they were placing me on administrative leave and implied they did not want me on Slack, where I had been vocal about my concerns with certain policies at the company. They also implied they didn't want me to meet one-on-one with other women at the company about their concerns with Apple policies, which I had been doing.
So what they're telling her is like, not only do we want you to shut up, we don't even want you talking to fellow female employees. I mean, come on.
Yeah, man.
But Apple could do no wrong, guys.
I had something funny earlier from when I first. Now I'm getting like my memory back from when I first saw the story. So hold on, if I remember,
Okay.
I'll say it.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
I think it was something like what was it like? Don't. What was the old? It gave me a flashback of what one of my a story my brother told me when he was like first starting to not really like date girls, but like I guess having a crush on them, and first time that he like a girl told him, "You could be my boyfriend, just don't tell anyone."
Nice.
So I was thinking, I was like that same sort of keep it to yourself type of deal. You know, hush hush, shush, wink wink, nudge nudge, type of thing. One of the also that reminded me of another common practice is that employers don't want you to tell anyone what you're getting paid for fear that they're gonna want more or that you're gonna want more. So I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
red flag, because either one is like, hold on, what's going on here? Why?
But Apple's never been that company. Steve Jobs was always like public about who's getting paid. Like if you read like his biography, like he would always just write on the board like what he was paid on the board, and everyone could just walk in the room and see.
Yeah, he nipped a lot of problems in the bud, I would imagine, with a bunch of various tactics that he implemented there. And I mean, you figure Apple's one of the most lethally well managed companies on the face of the earth.
But things have obviously changed. He's gone.
Right. Well, he handpicked Tim Cook, and they seem to be doing better than ever. So, I mean,
financially, they're doing better than ever. But based on this story, they're acting a lot like Google.
Well aware. I literally just read the story. So if anyone, Oscar, you're gonna try to tell me something.
To interrupt, but my boy Ace is in the audience, and I just want to say, what's up, Ace?
What's going on?
Hey, Ace, glad to have you here, brother.
I'm gonna have not a root beer float, but I will have like a Pepsi float on you this weekend, probably.
There you go.
Not to interrupt proceeds to interrupt. Get out of here, Oscar.
Just doing the regular Puerto Rican things,
Wow.
Let's do some stereotyping while we're here.
You know what's interesting to me though is hold on, let me just read this from the top. This happened so are they back? Are people working in the office now? Like what's happening at Apple? Is it a hybrid thing going on, or
they're pushing back?
Are they going? I thought they were remote working.
It does kind of make you wonder, but it seems like with this article, whether she was in the office or not, they want her to shut up. Period. Because she's been sending emails and everything.
Yeah, what we need right now is for all these women to voice their horrors that were done to them in the workplace, because I don't see how easy it can be to harass your coworkers when you're all in the office space. One of the many benefits of remote working is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
You don't have to deal with that
had to take place in the office.
Yeah. So, oof. And this has been weird too, especially I didn't read much about the Antonio Garcia Martinez, where he didn't do anything wrong going in.
Right after he got hired.
He got, who was the guy that worked in the White House, who was supposed to be the White House press secretary in Trump's time, but he got fired before he officially started.
Oh,
Scaramucci, right?
Scaramucci.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, this guy got Scaramucci. He got fired before he even started.
Because every time you turned around, he was on television talking about something.
Well, when I worked at Verizon, I fired a couple people before they officially started, because we had we had like the 4-week original training period where they weren't employees,
right?
Where they were I guess they were employed through another company. I guess
they were in a probation period of some type.
Yeah. So there was definitely a few people where I was like, no. There was one guy who's like, so can we just tell people that they're trading in their phone and keep their own phone? I'm like, just leave. Just get out. Don't even try to work here. Just get out.
And keep your own phone. Okay. That's not a guy I want working for me either.
How do you get fired on your day off?
I
know.
took half a day at work today because I still feel horrible. But
It sounds like you should have sent that guy to the mafia to work for them.
I don't think he would have even made it there. He wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh, okay.
Not all tools.
I've worked with some of those mafia wannabes too. So.
Let's see. But this is a good way to break in the second story, which is about, I guess we could pull out any stories from Mac Rumors. George, could you search one up? About Apple's new thing to combat the child predators. It's about the children. We got to think about the children.
Let me go look it up.
Someone think about the children. But I'm sure Oscar and Mark have been hearing the story all day.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you heard it, George?
I've been following.
No, I haven't heard anything about that one.
I actually really do appreciate that David is tweeting about it this much because it is an important thing. I feel like people are just glossing over it, but David is getting really, really deep.
Yeah, there's some fire happening over there.
Technically, Apple is correct. Like, what happens on your phone is still happening on your phone, but that's the problem too.
Yeah,
that's
like
the main concern.
Did you see that comment where they're just looking at it, scanning it, filing it, taking pictures of it?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's all happening on your phone, like.
Oh, George,
I put one up from Tech Points. Let me know if that's okay.
Yeah, I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, you gotta put it up. Okay. All right,
TechCrunch, new app.
All right, let me put on the Reader View Plus, and let's see if I can make it a little bigger. No, you want that one?
Yeah, go ahead. But that's only the first half. That's the first half nobody cares about. It's the second half. But go ahead, Oscar. Could you read that? Can you?
Apple later this year will roll out new tools that will warn. I'm sorry if I'm like stop halfway, it's because my nose is all congested. But Apple later this year will roll out new tools that will warn children and parents if the child sends or receives sexually explicit photos through the Messages app. The feature is part of a handful of new technologies Apple is introducing that aims to limit the spread of child sexual abuse material across Apple's platform and services. As part of these developments, Apple will be able to detect the known CCM messages on its mobile devices like iPhone, iPad, photos uploaded to iCloud, while still respecting consumer privacy. Yeah, sure. The new messages feature, meanwhile, is meant to enable parents to play a more active and informed role when it comes to helping their children learn to navigate online communication through a software update rolling out. Wow, I read that horribly. Period. Through a software update rolling out later this year, Messages will be able to use on-device machine learning to analyze image attachments and determine if a photo being shared is sexually explicit. Wow. I have a comment about that, but I'll keep it to myself, actually. This technology does not require Apple to access or read the child's private communication. No, I agree with you. Yes. This technology does not require Apple to access or read the child's private communications, as all processing happens on the device. Nothing is passed back to Apple servers in the cloud.
Ace, I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah. If a sensitive photo is discovered in the messages thread, the image will be blocked and label will appear below. If the photo states this may be sensitive with a link to click to view the photo. If the child chooses to view the photo, another screen appears with more information. Here, a message informs the child that sensitive photos and videos show the private body parts that you cover with bathing suits. Oh my god, it's so creepy. And it's not your fault, but sensitive photos and videos can be used to harm you.
It sounds kind of creepy to me.
Ted, this might sound horrible, but you went dark.
Wow. Wow.
It also suggests that the person.
Ha ha ha.
It also suggests that the person in the photo or video may not want it to be seen, and it could have been shared without their knowing. It's just. These warnings aim to help guide the child to make the right decisions by choosing not to view the content. Okay. There's other places they can view content like that, though. Yeah, no. If the child clicks through to view the photo anyway, they'll then be shown an additional screen that informs them that if they choose to view the photo, their parents will be notified. They're telling. The screen also explains that their parents want them to be safe and suggest that the child talk to someone if they feel pressured. It offers a link to more resources for getting help as well.
Help
Give me a second.
help with the nudes?
I think they're overthinking this whole thing, and I agree 100% with Ace. They shouldn't be.
But that's not we on to the second part.
All right, all right. Let me stop this screen.
Let's see. Actually, you want?
George, you want to continue? I gotta clear.
Yeah, George.
So am I staying with this story, or am I getting a different story? Oh, okay.
Oh no, it only had the one story.
I only had the one story. This was not something you included. Let me go find another one then.
Why are you blaming
me? Do you have a particular story you want me to?
Yeah. CSAM Mac rumors. Apple. Yeah, do that search syntax.
CSAM.
But yeah, that's CSAM.
Guys, I will be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mac rumors. Okay, got it here.
Yeah.
See if I can get it over here. Now let's see if I can share it.
And Renz is of the opinion that no one should see what's inside our personal devices.
I agree with you 100%, Renz. Agree with you 100%.
Especially when we paid for these devices and services.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I got it up. And let me Reader View Plus. Okay. You're in control of it, Ted, remember.
Is it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's been sitting there.
Boop, 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 boop.
Okay, Mac rumors. Apple addresses CSAM detection concerns, will consider expanding system on per country basis. Apple this week announced that starting later this year with iOS 15 and iPad OS 15, the company will be able to detect known sexual abuse material, CSAM, images stored in iCloud Photos, enable Apple to report these instances to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, a nonprofit organization that works in collaboration with law enforcement agencies across the United States. The plans have sparked concerns among some security researchers and other parties that Apple could eventually be forced by governments to add non-CSAM images to the hash list for nefarious purposes, such as to suppress political activism. Gee, what a surprise. No matter how well-intentioned, Apple is rolling out mass surveillance to the entire world with this, said prominent whistleblower Edward Snowden, adding that if they can scan for kiddie porn today, they can scan for anything tomorrow. I agree with him. The nonprofit Electronic Frontier Foundation also criticized Apple's plans, stating that even a thoroughly documented, carefully thought out, and narrowly scoped backdoor is still a backdoor. That's true. To address these concerns, Apple provided an additional commentary about its plans today. Apple's known CSAM detection system will be limited to the United States at launch and to address the potential for some governments to try to abuse the system. Apple confirmed to Mac rumors that the company will consider any potential global expansion of the system on a country-by-country basis after conducting a legal evaluation. Apple did not provide a time frame for global expansion of the system if such a move ever happens. I wouldn't worry about the other countries. I'd worry about our government jumping into it. Apple also addressed the hypothetical possibility of a particular region in the world deciding to corrupt a safety organization in an attempt to abuse the system, noting that the system's first layer of protection is an undisclosed threshold before a user is flagged for having inappropriate imagery. Even if the threshold is exceeded, Apple said its manual review process would serve as an additional barrier and confirm the absence of known CSAM injury. So my question there would be, who's doing this manual review process and who's looking at it? The whole thing sounds fishy to me. Apple said it would ultimately not report the flag user to NCMEC or law enforcement agencies, and that the system would still be working exactly as designed. Apple also highlighted some proponents of the system, with some parties praising the company for its efforts to fight child abuse. We support this continued evolution of Apple's approach to child online safety, said Stephen Balcom, CEO of the Family Online Safety Institute. Given the challenges parents face in protecting their kids online is an imperative that tech companies continuously iterate and improve the safety tools to respond to new risks in actual harms. Apple did admit there is no silver bullet answer as it relates to the potential of the system being abused, but the company said it is committed to using the system solely for known CSAM image detection. I think the whole thing is a bad idea, because forget about other governments. Our CIA, FBI, these people are going to abuse the crap out of this.
If they don't already.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm totally against it. Yes, I'd like to see kids protected too, but not where the government can get in and spy on more stuff.
But it's not the government that they report to, is it? It's like a third party,
no, but
non-governmental agency.
Google, Apple, anybody comes up with this stuff, the next thing you know, the CIA and the FBI are in it, even though they got no business being in it. That's the problem.
That is true. That is true.
So the question
then showed that better than anybody.
The question then becomes: is that the only thing they're going to be using this for? And how the hell do we know? How do we know that?
And that's what Snowden was saying. If they can use it for this, they can use it for just about anything. And as me say, just the beginning. Next will be any religious images or religious texts that don't align with their view. I totally agree, Eleanor. Totally.
Yeah. And, like you have to think about, what this will prevent and, how this can infringe on people's rights, or how can it be misused? Like, to be honest, though, I'm surprised if you're a pedophile, you would have iCloud open. But, I guess you can't expect criminals to always be smart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, tech criminals are going to be some kind of smart. You can count on it.
Like, so when they always get caught, they always have like 8 terabytes of of child abuse images, but like, I don't know if iCloud can necessarily, because they're not keeping all of that on iCloud. Yeah, like what the, like how did you amass that much? And I'm pretty sure, they've
probably been doing it for a long time before they ever got caught, is my guess.
And I'm pretty sure they're not using their iCloud storage to hold all of that.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, that's probably backed up somewhere. But yeah. Whenever the authorities break into the house of one of these people, they've got tons and tons and tons of this stuff. That's true.
Yeah. And so we all have to, worry and hold our breath just so Apple can catch the idiots.
Yeah, and see what Ace's comment. Ace makes a good comment. What happened to probable cause? Out the window. That's absolutely right. To do something physically, they need probable cause and a judge to okay it. But now it's like that seems to be totally gone.
Yeah, it's pretty much like they're waiting. Well, the main concern we have with facial recognition and police agencies using it, like because it's not just like we don't mind them using it as a tool, but they're gonna, it's them just keeping a database of people's faces.
Yeah, exactly. And,
which is exactly what this is.
I'm walking around. I have nothing to hide, but the idea of them just collecting data on me, that's just not a good idea.
And it's also this too. It's the part that I pay for iCloud, and the fact that they just do all these, they scan images and whatnot. Like that's the thing that's been bugging me. And it's one of the things I've been like really angry about with Google Photos. Like Google Photos were very open about all the stuff they do for experiments. They use your photos to improve their machine learning algorithms.
Right. Yeah, and they were going around using the thumbs. Remember?
Yeah, and now and so fine. We still, at least we appreciate the unlimited storage, but now we have to pay for it. And so,
Exactly.
like, are they now more serious about the privacy of our photos, or like
I highly doubt it.
like, do they, or they still just use our photos for whatever willy-nilly purpose, and we just have to pay for the space? Like, that's the,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
at what point, like, when Google pretty much admitted that, they analyze all our emails through their servers, we can at least say, like, Google is free, we can always switch to another thing. But if it was
Exactly.
paid, you know, even for their business service, Google doesn't, analyze stuff for the business clients. But for iCloud, we're paying for it.
And Eleanor's making a good comment. I've been waiting for this bleep to begin. Reminds me of 1933, which was when Hitler started becoming popular.
Yeah, F your probable cause.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's
And that's how our authorities treat this kind of stuff, especially online stuff. They don't care about probable cause. They're probably bypassing the judge completely, which they shouldn't be able to do. Good story, Ted, even though you didn't give it to me to put on the webpage.
I just actually found out about it like 3 hours ago, so that's why.
I only did the webpage an hour before we started, or I only finished it an hour before we started.
So let's see. Let's go on to some lighter news. Yes.
And this is another one of our follow-up stories.
Another follow-up stories, yes.
Yeah,
as the COVID cases rises.
Wait, which one are you on?
February? Yeah, the IGN.
We're talking about the mask, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we did it. No, we did it in January. It was from CES that they first showed it.
That's correct. Yeah. What was I going to say? But well, yeah, we did it in January. Then we covered it again in March when they said, actually, we're going to make it purchase.
Yeah.
This is just an update.
All right. So I've got it up. I've got Reader View Plus on. You're taking this one, I assume.
Yep. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Razer's Project Hazel, where it's RGB mask that it first debuted on CES 2021, originally said to be a concept, but in March, Razer said that they will actually market it and put it to the market so people can buy it. Currently, we have another update from Razer saying that the mask will be ready for Q4 of 2021 this year, which we need it now. Florida has the most cases. As a Texan, I'm insulted. Texas is supposed to be number one, but DeSantis didn't sleep. He went on his pundit and he made sure Florida was number one on the most cases. Oh boy.
Okay.
And now Louisiana, apparently now they have 3,000 kids with COVID on their first week of school back. What?
I hadn't heard.
Crazy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we need masks. If you're not going to get vaccinated, at least wear a mask. And if you must wear a mask, why not look fly in this Project Hazel Razer mask? Can you make that picture bigger, George? Make it bigger one top of the street. Oh, look at that. Oh,
and when you said why not look fly, I'm thinking, yeah, it does kind of make you look like a fly.
Oh yeah, because of the eyes, like the rainbow look.
Exactly. Yeah.
What were you saying, Mark?
About this design?
Yeah.
I like it.
I thought you were trying to say something. My bad.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it from the first time I saw it. I don't think I'd want to pay for it, but.
Oh, what I was saying earlier is that, I'm vaccinated, and the mother of my daughter, we both are. We got the same one, and we still wear masks. I don't know if it's a combination of habit and it's for us. You know what I mean? Like screw everybody else.
Actually, a coworker.
Yeah, I think you're right. A lot of people have gotten into the habit with the mask.
Yeah, and so it's like, okay, just because I am vaccinated doesn't I still don't want COVID, please. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do what we got to do, what we feel we need to do for not just each other, but for the little one. So
and everybody should be doing what they really feel they need to do to protect themselves. I agree.
What was it?
Take care of you,
That's-
take care of your family, take care of yours, and then go from there, from the inside out.
Yeah.
To be honest, originally how I thought about it was, we all had to stay at home, and so we did. Then, after that, okay, we can get out, but we all have to wear a mask. So I did. And then, okay, you don't have to wear a mask, but you got to get vaccinated. So I did. Now, like, I was thinking yesterday, a coworker, she got the virus and she was vaccinated. And that was like the wake up call, like, oh
Exactly.
my God. Oh no. Oh, sorry, George. But like, no,
No,
no.
I understand because there was a story that like 84% of the people in the U.S. that got the what's the new strain called again?
Delta.
The
I heard the
Delta.
newer one.
84% of those people have already had 2 vaccinations. So
I heard Lambda is a thing too. There's a Lambda one. Is that true? Is that real? I didn't look too much into that.
I heard
Lambda?
something
Yeah.
about it, but not
I heard there's
much
a
so
new one
far.
already. A newer
Yeah.
new one. That's
Yeah,
that old one.
exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
old new one. You don't want any of that. Don't get that one.
And Renz is talking about the LG mask. I've seen the LG mask. I've seen it on Issa's face. It doesn't look as nowhere near as good as this mask.
I haven't seen it yet,
laser mask.
Rents. Okay. Well,
Yes, you
I'm
did,
just
George.
wondering
We did the
who's going to
story.
pay for these masks. I doubt very much if I'm paying for it.
How much was the LG one? I think the LG one was 200. I think this one might, because it's Razer and Razer likes to pretend they can do a Razer tax. It might be 250, if not 300.
I'm thinking 300, but we'll have to wait and see. So
Yeah.
and I got to agree with you, Ted. Whether you're for or against masks, if you're going to put the freaking mask out sooner rather than later, is a lot better, wouldn't you think?
Yes. Thank you. I'm trying to go to a concert October. I would have needed this. I need it.
Yeah, obviously you're not. Well, October is Q4, so you have a shot.
October's quarter 3.
No, October, November, December. That's Q4.
October, November, December. October, November. Oh, okay. Thank you, George.
I gotta teach you youngsters everything, don't I? I enjoyed that.
Hopefully, it's beginning of October, but hopefully.
I'm trying to make Mark crack a smile. That didn't work. Okay.
I missed it. Say it again.
When he didn't realize it was Q4, I said I got to teach you youngsters everything.
What Q4 meant?
Okay.
You don't know what Q4 means, Ted?
He thought October wasn't Q4.
I thought it was Q3, the end of Q3.
Ace, that's a very good suggestion. Yeah, that is a very good suggestion. You never know, that might work.
Yes, fourth quarter.
See, Renz is jumping on the bandwagon. Good for you, Renz.
Let's see. Do we want to do the last story, which is actually also a follow-up?
But let me stop screen here. Oh, see, I didn't consider this a follow-up story.
Yeah, we covered this originally. Originally, this story took place in Ireland. Amazon's in Ireland.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm sharing. Who's reading this?
Mark, you can read this. Were you present when Trent was talking about the art of dumpster diving?
Whoa!
At Clubhouse?
I missed that one.
All right, I'll take it then.
Yeah.
I've never done any dumpster diving. Thank God.
I've had my dumpster that we have because I'm like, oh shoot, when something falls in, like you're gonna go dump.
I can understand
and
that.
the whole thing. I'm like, ah, damn it, let me fish it out, and then that's it. That's that. Not.
But the people that I know in the past that have talked about dumpster diving, they do it kind of regularly. I think.
I don't go shopping, in dumpsters.
Exactly.
This was back in the wild west of YouTube, and YouTubers would just go like to Best Buys or GameStop or Apple's dumpsters and just dive in.
You used to hear that. That's right. You used to hear those stories. I forgot about that.
Yep. Then Apple, GameStop, they all just pour bleach over their stuff or destroy the product before.
Wow.
There you go.
And the dumpster diving.
You mean, right? That's what you're saying back then?
Yeah, that was the fun time of YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's see. Amazon launches new resale program to cut down on warehouse waste. Investigations revealed it was destroying millions of returned and unsold items. Amazon announced new efforts that might be able to prevent some overstocked and returned items from becoming trash. It launched two new programs that are intended to make it easier for third-party retailers to sell returned goods or unsold inventory. The move comes in the wake of several separate investigations into Amazon's warehouses that found that many of the returned and unsold items were labeled for destruction. Businesses that use Amazon to sell their products pay to hold their stock in Amazon's warehouses. That way, faster delivery times. When those goods don't sell or if returned, they might decide to chunk their products to save money. Amazon's new Grade and Resell initiative will give third-party sellers in the UK the option to sell. Not America.
No, it's coming. It's coming. You'll see it.
As sellers can choose to funnel return good items into the program, where Amazon will give used items a rating like new, very good, good, acceptable. The third-party seller can then set pricing based on the rating and sell it as if they would a new item. The program is supposed to be available in the U.S. later this year. Amazon says it's also expected to go live in Germany, France, Italy, and Spain by the early next year. Another new program tries to make it easier for sellers to liquidate extra inventory. They can now sell overstocked and returned goods to wholesalers through Amazon. I always wanted to try that one time. This option is now available in the US, Germany, France, and Italy and Spain, and is scheduled to come in the UK later this month. As June investigation pulled back the curtain on one destruction zone in the Amazon's Dunfermline fulfillment center in Scotland, the e-commerce giant marked millions of unsold products there for destruction each year. I used to gasp. There's no rhyme or reason to what gets destroyed. Dyson fans, Hoovers, the occasional MacBook and iPad. The other day, 20,000 COVID masks were still in their wrappers, said a former Amazon employee who spoke anonymously to ITV News. In 2018, Amazon started a program for third-party sellers to donate leftover stock in its US and UK warehouses, but far fewer items in Dunfermline were earmarked for donation than for destruction.
Interesting story.
I love it.
Yeah, I'd rather see them resell it than
workers
just
know
dump
how
it.
to snitch. Oh, Ace says
We
he's
do a
done
pretty good job in the U.S. too.
What's your best haul there, Ace? What's the best?
Yeah.
What have you gotten out of there? It's like the one
Ace,
couple things.
Ace, you really have piqued our interest now. Now we hope you come up with something good.
Let's see what color looks better. Purple, teal, purple, red.
Red. To
Orange.
me.
Red. You like the red? All right, let's do that.
I like the red.
Red like
that way you're always ready. Okay.
Hey, a kind of pun.
Hey, that's punny.
You know what else? The red light gives you like a tan too, more than you already have. Add some of that nice.
Since I ride 17 or 18 miles on a bicycle every week, I've got lots of tan at the moment.
That's good. I think darker. Does a darker pigment also keep you from some, at least some, and for a little bit sun damage, right? Harmful rays?
I don't burn easily because my mother was red, but I have Irish on both sides of the family. So when I was a kid, I used to burn a lot. As I've gotten older, it's gotten better. And I was an avid tennis player for many years, and I just got used to being in the sun. But today I showed somebody below my sock line what my color looked like in the winter compared to now, and they couldn't believe the difference.
Let's see. Ace found an iPod 4th gen.
Wow, Ace, that's a pretty good dumpster then, and that was worth it. Okay, I'll buy that. And an iPod, he said too. Okay, so
were you doing this for fun? I mean, I hope so. I would hope that you wouldn't need to do it, but also respect for doing whatever it is that you felt you got to do in whatever time. You know what I mean? So for sure that
he was at Best Buy. Okay, so
yeah,
that was worth it in both cases. I'd say it was worth it.
Yeah,
the real bargain bin then.
Yeah,
but no, Trent and I would discuss that. Like Trent, Best Buy now locks up their dumpsters inside the store now because of that.
I didn't know.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Something from someone's past, because that's their own private stuff. But yeah.
And you guys are still teaching me stuff that I had no clue.
You're teaching
finals.
Easer.
What am I teaching you?
How to be, what life's really about.
Well, I all I do is try to be healthy, and occasionally I guess I say something wise, but that's usually an accident.
Ooh, that's something worth delving into one time.
Oh yeah, he said it wasn't for fun
If
either. Okay,
of course.
okay.
Why would it be for fun? I guess if you weren't a YouTuber, it wouldn't be for fun.
Well, I mean, like who's gonna think to look in a dumpster? So what? Who knows
Yeah,
what's in
exactly. That
question?
does pique your interest. The fact that
Treasure.
it wasn't for fun.
And if you
Oh,
do it in
listen, look, Eleanor, you can't sing every week now.
Let's go
Last
to
week
the
before we signed
final.
off, Eleanor had me sing something. So
you guys
Let's-
sing on, you guys won't get copyright strikes for that.
no,
No, it's like cover.
Just,
Oh, okay.
But just sing it. You can sing it.
I
That's how
just sang.
covers
I
work.
just
at
sang
least.
a love song for a few seconds. What did I sing? Oh yeah, 3 times a lady. That's what.
Are instrumentals covered, or would it have to be like a karaoke? Like a remake. Track.
Yeah, and I used the karaoke background track for.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
That's
pretty.
But I told Ted today, the next time I sing, I'm going to do a rock and roll song because I am really a rock and roller at heart anyway. All right, are we ready for glowing rectangles, Ted?
Yes, we are.
It's rectangle.
All right. This is Ted's pet project every week, and it's a run by on Reddit by some gadget guy, but Ted always likes to highlight it. I'm sharing it now.
Oh, thank you.
And there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come.
Okay, made it a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah.
Nice. He's applying his skills, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. I don't want you people to think you teach an old man something he forgets it instantly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come towards the end of the show where we talk about our beloved Reddit, reddit.com/r/glowing rectangles. If you enjoyed our stories, then go ahead and find more stories on the Reddit. Again, that can be found at reddit.com/r/glowing rectangles, where you will find text videos, text stories made and promoted by people like you, viewers like you. I like to use the PBS like you instead of an evil algorithm who has ulterior motives.
And I always like to remind people that you can submit any video or any story on here. It doesn't have to be yours. If you just want to promote somebody, you can do that too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So whether it's as long as it's regarding tech and, doesn't matter from who, if you think it's worthy of something that's even like just to have a discussion about, go ahead and put it on reddit.com/r/glowing rectangles. And while you're there, feel free to give a upvote to any stories that you like. Be generous with your upvotes.
Yeah, here's an upvote for one right now on. There you go.
Whoa. Hold on now. I said be generous with the upvotes. That don't mean we just give the upvotes mindlessly.
Billy.
I'm allowed to give some gadget guy an upvote, and I have a Surface Duo, which I love, which you well know.
Yeah, true. But if you see somebody who needs the upvote, especially, let's scroll down. Let's scroll up a bit.
All right, let's go down. All right. There's always an ad.
That's an
okay.
ad. I don't. So Trent, get that. Yeah, like he only got 9. Go ahead and give him an upvote.
All right, go ahead. You can give him an upvote.
Trent.
I will do just that.
Okay,
just
make sure you
live
do.
stream everybody, but I think he's having technical issues. Looks like he's frozen. Yeah.
That's
Trent, we
what he
can't hear you.
gets. That's
Can't
what he
hear you.
gets when he streams on our time. Shit, he's lucky that's all that happened.
He's gonna watch. I bet he's watching. The one he was on.
I'm scrolling down to see what else is here. Okay.
And
This is from Tech Core. Okay.
we have a Chromebook, a CX9. I haven't seen it. Let's see about that. What's that about? Wow, A6 makes good Chromebooks. But yeah, you see all different types of stories. Oh, so much
Who
variety.
posted that one? Oh, posted by you. I don't know who that is.
I think I'm supposed to know who that is.
Okay. Just usually I know who it is. Okay, there's Tech King Mike. I know who that is.
Ace Rocks. Yes, there might be. There's been talks about it coming with an improved camera, but if the renders are to believe that it may not be as good looking as the first one.
Yeah, see, because of the everybody knows I'm crazy about my original Surface Duo, but I had said in the beginning of the year I was going to get the new one as soon as it came out, but because of the Z Flip now, and now I'm talking about the 5A, I may or may not end up getting it. We'll see.
I would have gotten a Duo over the Z Flip.
No, I've been fascinated by the Z Flip. I just have to get it. That's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
And I can trade in 2 devices to get it.
Well, you have a trading in your Surface Duo to Ren's here.
Oh, we might be able to work out something. Surface Duo with Gcam is the best. Yeah, I haven't put Gcam on mine yet, but I did see somebody had.
You heard that, Renz? Go ahead and contact George on the Instagram, Twitter DM, Twitter DMs. But yeah, because you can get it now here for like $500. Mm.
Now I wouldn't sell it, but I might loan it for a while.
You're gonna loan a device to a guy all the way in the Philippines? Come on. George.
I might.
I mean, at least like a yearly loan. Yeah, a yearly loan.
But you are generous with my stuff, I gotta say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the story. Mark, anything to add?
No. Again, I'm not really into the Androids, but that they do look good. So, the
I'm
more
into the stream in general, Mark. Anything. We're at the end.
Oh no, I mean, but I know
anything you want to say, Mark.
I know you guys are big on that. No, just a really. This was a blast.
No, I'm not. Here's my 2 phones that I'm rocking right now. One's an Android, one's an iPhone. I always have an iPhone with me. Okay, so
good. Yeah. Let me get in the frame. There we go. No, I mean, like, thanks a lot for you guys having me. This was awesome, and
it was great.
I was in my own head. I mean, which one of us hasn't done that? I think, like, as far as perfectionists and creatives, and then I found out in the chat that you're a musician there, Mobile Geezer. So you know what that is, getting the stage jitters sometimes.
Oh yeah,
because we want to do good.
Actually, the funny thing was, I sang and played in bands for about 50 years, but the funny thing was, if you put me in front of an audience to speak, I'll freeze up like that. But you put me in front of 3,000-4,000 people to sing, I never, ever, ever get nervous at all. Don't know why.
Not the bad kind, at least, right? You'll get those good butterflies. You know what I mean? Those nice little chill.
I'm not much for getting butterflies. Oh, see, Renz is pushing me. Renz pushed me for about a month, about 3 months ago, to play sax because there was a Grover Washington Jr. jazz song, and I told him I used to play it. Well, after about a month of him pushing me, I actually picked up my sax that I hadn't touched in 4 years, and I actually played the song for him one night. So now every week he wants me to play sax, which ain't happened, And Big House is right. You use both platforms. Of course, I always do.
Give the people what they want.
Exactly. I try.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Oh. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Miss E, I will give you the one line I gave Ted at the beginning. As soon as he came on, he was testing how it sounded, and I said, "Just take those old records off the shelf."
Oh yeah.
That blew his mind a little bit.
Ted, real fast.
I got $1 for every time I sang that in the band.
Do you follow Tech702 on Twitter at all, or you see his stuff?
No, I don't.
He also extended a streaming debut invite for me on his stream. It just started a while ago.
Okay.
You okay if I post that?
702, you said?
Yeah, Tech 702. I can post it in the chat here if that's okay with Ted.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
that's
ahead, Dad. You're about to do a back-to-back? Oh, boy.
Feel good. I mean, they used to say it in the car sales world, the best time to sell a car is right after you just sold the car. So,
Okay. There you go.
keep it moving.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the end for Mark. He's going to be live streaming on another channel. Mark, if you
Tech
could be so
702.
kind to, Tech 702, could post it on the comments. And to all our audience, thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a
Thanks as
wonderful
always. Thanks
weekend.
especially to all our regulars, Eleanor, Renz, Brian, Gary. You guys rock. Big House, of course. You
And
guys
thanks
are
for
awesome.
stopping by, Oscar. Yeah, Oscar was a
So, of
theater one, but
course,
he still stopped in for a little bit. So,
yeah,
big
I hope you
Oscar
did.
stopped in. So glad to have Mark. And of course, next week we'll be back on Mobile Geezer channel. So tune in then. And of course, when I'm broadcasting, you can see me on Facebook or YouTube at the same time. So whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Thanks, Renz.